Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary for the Dawn Network. The gameplay in the background is some Turkey Ball gameplay. I love Turkey Ball, to be honest. It's my favourite thing in the entire world. I probably shouldn't like it quite as much as I do. It's a little bit on the casual side, but at the same time I feel like the better team usually wins most of the time. The thing about this playlist is that the spawns are pretty much screwed up, I would say. They're very fixed, and it's very hard to push them out of spawn, so if you are on the losing team, there's a very good chance that you're going to get spawn killed. Another couple of things to note about it is that you can thruster pack through the red barriers, which is really useful. I don't see why you would use any other loadout, like potentially the DMR loadout, but because there's so many tight corners, the DMR kind of gets dominated on this map. So I definitely suggest the BR loadout because you get thruster pack, BR, grenades, dexterity. On other loadouts, like for example, I'm a regen lover. I would love to use the regen, but the primary weapon is a storm rifle, and I think it's got like plasma nades and stupid stuff like that. So yeah, definitely not a big fan of that. Another thing to note about this game type as well is that you run out of ammo very, very quickly. So you have to be pretty darn careful with where you, place your shots. You don't want to be missing too much because it's very hard to get more ammo, which is kind of why I wish you could choose your loadouts in this playlist personally, because I love to use ammo and pick up ammo from other players, etc. That's my favorite thing to do, and you get a bigger clip, obviously. I don't know why I'm talking so much about Turkey Ball though, because I believe it ends by the time that I've uploaded this video. So yeah, it was still a really, really cool playlist, and I love what 343 have been doing with helping out the community, with listening to the community. Obviously that's died down a little bit now that they've changed to the rotational playlist, and we only get updates every 2 weeks, but you can't really fault 343 for what they've tried to do, and it's a bit of a shame because 343 really put their hand out to the community and said, hey, we're willing to work with you. If you guys don't like a lot of what we did, we're willing to, work on some changes, but it just felt like the community were a little bit too demanding, in my opinion. Like, they wanted no sprint, they wanted, no sprint D-scope, they wanted the base game mechanics to be changed, like, very much so, and personally, I didn't think a lot of these base game mechanics were as big of an issue as people were making them out to be. With Halo 3, you had problems like terrible hit detection, you had problems like, there were genuine glitches in Halo 2, for example, but people managed to overlook them at the time, and they just refused to overlook the problems in this game. And that's kind of a point that Solomon made to me, so I want to quote him on that. But it's a very good point to be made. In my opinion, because I just feel like we're getting too picky as a community, and I think we're getting picky at a time where we shouldn't really be picky. Like, if 343 are coming out and saying, hey, yeah, we're willing to work with the community, we're willing to give you what you want, we might take a little bit of time over it. I think the biggest problem against 343 was the fact that it took them quite a long time to sort out CSR, and they were kind of vague with when they were going to do it. They kind of, made the, they kind of hinted at the fact that they were going to release CSR in January, but then they didn't, and then by the time they did release CSR, it was a little bit like too little too late for a lot of the community. But I think it's a shame, because if they'd have given 343 another chance, they would have seen that the game would have drastically improved by the time we are now, and I think they're really friendly with the community. They're willing to learn from their mistakes, and I think we'll see a lot of this going into Halo 5, in my opinion, because, they're hiring Dursky on board, they're hiring Neighbor, they've got Bravo in for a year, and, it seems like they're ready and willing to work with the MLG community. And as a developer, there is no physical way you could look at the gameplay market right now and not see that competitive is selling. Competitive is selling like hotcakes. League of Legends have so much money they don't know what to do with it right now, because their competitive scene is so thriving, and it brings in viewers, it brings in consistent players, and it's also good for casuals, because the casuals get a look up to these pro players and say, wow, like, I didn't know players could be that good at the game, and it motivates them to continue becoming better. And, I think Halo 5 will implement competitive settings. It will work towards making a game that's more competitive friendly for the community. And I think, I just really hope that people are willing to give 343 the second chance moving into Halo 5, because I'm 100% sure that they're going to find out and figure out that 343 are a really good developer to be on board with, much more so than Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty Ghosts took a step back in their game with getting rid of their codcasting mode. I know they've implemented it now, but it seems just insane to me that they didn't implement it from the beginning, in my personal opinion. And 343 just seemed like they're on the ball. More so than maybe even Bungie in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, maybe the base game wasn't considered as good as Halo 3's base game was, but in terms of developer support post the game's launch, 343 have done the best job of any company that I've ever seen, and that's incredible. And to me, like, 343 have my undivided attention and loyalty, and I will be supporting the game as much as I can going into the next release. And I almost feel like, because if some people don't buy Halo 5 because they were so disappointed and burnt from Halo 4 and they've just lost all faith in 343, you know, I'll just look at them and just say, ha, like, you're missing out. You're missing out on what 343 are bringing to the table. Like, even if they don't do the most competitive game in the world, I know for a fact they're going to support the game. I know for a fact they're going to put a lot of maps in and have a lot of fun with it. And I personally really respect them as game developers, and I hope the community starts to as well. But anyway, the video is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, and you can check out my channel on one of the annotations on screen now. I've been Modest Major. Thank you. Peace.